Hello. Okay, let me do what I normally do here. You're on a different phone because the phone I was on, I'm late. It's like 10:25. I'm a little late because I was trying to do a transition for today and I figured why not do that, with the rest of them. So from here going forward, that's what's going to happen. So today's colors are, Tori actually put it on the last makeup and music, so it was caramel apple. So I'm trying to size down her request from YouTube because I screenshotted it and I want to put it in the TikTok video. Like I look up, I see the request thing, and then I look down, I see her thing, and then I'll transition into the look. It was something that literally I was on there 10 minutes ago and I said that's what we gonna do. So I just need to figure out a quick way of how to. Okay, let me share this to Canva on this phone. Okay, I'm going to. Okay, so the comments are going to live over here. I think I figured out how she does it. Okay. Tori, just fucking with my tablet. I figured out how you do the mod thing on here. I figured it out. But we gonna do that later. Okay, I need to resize this. It has to be lower than 480. What could look like me? Oh no, that's the minimum. So we're gonna do 480 on both. So that way I could have it to do transition. Why? Let's do it this one. I don't know why it says it wouldn't do. Okay. So we're gonna do this. Oh, I like that song. Okay. It's a little low being all the way over there. Hang on. Y'all are at my vanity. So I'm gonna count today as like the first official day of the daily lives instead of yesterday. Okay, so we're gonna add the background color black. So just so that I can match it and it's not too out there. Okay, so we're gonna download that as an image. Okay, so come here and it should work now. Awesome. So this part. He's the one I'm leaving you for. He's the one I'm leaving you for. I'm leaving you for. Okay. He's the one I'm leaving. He's the one I'm leaving you for. And then that's when we start. I don't like that clip, so because I want to do this transition really quick, I'm gonna have to mute this, being that I'm gonna get in trouble with YouTube. Hang on, because I just realized that. Hang on. If only I could do it a little bit differently than what I was thinking, but that works too, so we're fine. Okay. Hopefully y'all can hear the music from all the way over there. And I'm going to be going like back and forth to back there to here. But right now we're just going to work on the bass for what I want to do. Where's my fan? Here it is. I've been trying out a new way to do my bass. Not necessarily a new bass routine. And I've been loving it. So this vanity's a tiny bit smaller, but once I get my little organizer that'll sit right there, we're good. So it's gonna be nice. So you'll even see me travel back there to where my eyeshadows are at. Oh no! There we go. People are taking more shots. Okay. Okay. Whatever. My stylus keeps falling. And I need it magnetized. Fuck it. I keep saying that, then I keep getting it. There we go. It's a hot mess, and that's what y'all get to see on Makeup and Music. So, y'all see what happens behind the scenes. Okay, we're going to do the bass routine. And it's a different way of what I used to do, and I've been doing this ever since a video that's coming out. It's just a simple day and night makeup routine. I actually did it with black hair before I put this in. So caramel apple's the theme. We're just gonna do like all the creams. My red blush is over there. We're gonna use the red, but we're gonna make sure the base is like bronzier. I actually want to go get the blush in a little bit. The base is bronzier, and I'm gonna use like that red all over. So we're gonna do that. I need to make sure this is like clean. So some micellar water, makeup eraser, just to get rid of, because I refreshed my hair and then just went to sleep, put in a bun, so I might have to redo a few more tangles. So we
so mad, there's no controlling me. My thoughts get so bad, I'm like, I might grab a bat, I don't know, my rap, my blood boils over like,
so, oh, I didn't even do my intro. It's fine. Y'all know who I am. For those who don't, I'm Gemini Beauty Babe, also known as Gemini, Jimmy, and or Jim. I feel weird not having the background. And then I worked on a new one. I didn't send it here. I mean, y'all saw the sun before, so that's nothing new. It's actually on this phone. I can actually share it now. I'm not used. This is normally a phone that y'all see me on live with. Well, live from. So now that we're on the other phone, it's kind of weird for me, but yesterday, like, when it went to save, it said there was an error, which shocked the hell out of me, because I was like, why? It's not an error. You know what I'm saying? Okay. See? I want to change it to Gemini as well. But I like how this does. So, we're going to start off with the base. I'm going to mix. This is what I normally do anyways. I'm going to mix the Maybelline Grippy Serum and the jelly. So we're just gonna do one thing, which is normally what comes out of it. And then we're gonna, it's not a new base. Well, it's a new way to do it. It's not necessarily a new base routine because it's still the same products. It's just a different way of how I use them. And I was following the tutorial full on through, like, I didn't even realize she was doing base first. And then I said, I'm just going to follow her steps. Because there are some parts of her base routine that goes on to her eyes. When I was trying to do a look inspired by her, because she had used baby pink and gray. And I used, like, browns and reds because I wanted a daytime red smoky eye. I still didn't put those videos here. But so I was like, I'm gonna follow her base routine. And I loved it. I was like, ooh, I like this a lot. I used the products I have, of course. A lot of products that she used I didn't have. So I just used mine that helped, you know? So this primer, we're gonna dry it a little bit after we spray. So we use the jelly, the grippy, and now we're going to spray a little bit of the lasting fix. I just wanted it to dry a little bit on its own. Spray a little bit of the setting spray, and then on the this one's going to piss me off, this mirror. Okay. Dry, where's tacky. And then from there, we're gonna kind of underpaint lightly. So this bronzer is gonna be used on top, but I'm gonna use another bronzer stick underneath. Hang on. Okay, so to not powder. So to do the underpaint, I did grab the blush, but we're gonna add a little bit of hydration. I like hydration and color to the lips, so for right now, because I like the oils that are in here and the ingredients, it's strawberry shake. You know, I don't know if I've done it on this channel. If I did, it was like very, very early in my channel. Y'all remember way back when the one brand challenges? I have mostly Maybelline products that I could do an entire face out of if I wanted to. I would just have to grab a few more colors. But, and a few more products because there's like a setting powder I don't have. I have a foundation powder. This is 60. I thought I grabbed the other stick. Apparently not. I grabbed the foundation. The stick's right here. Okay. Grab the stick. Stick's right here. So what we're gonna do is go into my little beautiful drawer. And we're going to take, this is 75. Now it is going to be dark on me, but it's underpainting, so it kind of has to be. This is 75 in the Maybelline Lifter Stick. Looks like that. I'm just going to kind of like spread it out on a dish versus putting it straight on my face. I've always liked doing that. Okay, so we have the stick. I'm going to take this brush. This brush I'm going to use for the blush and everything. Just, of course, clean it off with the towel I have right here. So we're going to take 75. I'm gonna show you what 75, because 60 I use like right here when, but it's gonna be over. So it's a hell of a lot more warmer. And it's more neat. So take, load up the brush, dab a little bit off. We're gonna start back here. Just kind of and drag it down, and then we're gonna put some up here too. Kind of round it out. I don't know why I need to put it back on my nose, because that's what she did. And I was following her tutorial that day, and I really liked how I did my base that day. So I've been doing it when I do makeup, but especially since I'm doing caramel apple, I'm also going to put a little bit more of the darker color because it's going to go in my crease as like the foundation. So we're going to take a little bit, fuck it, on the tip, put it there. I'll blend it out later, but we want it in my actual crease versus the fake crease I always make. So we're gonna do that, kind of roughly get it out there. And then just kind of put it all over my nose. My nose is small as it is, and I'm not trying to make it to look like I can't breathe. We're just gonna warm it up all over. And then when I have concealer, it'll make sense. So we got that, and then the rest of the concealer I could put on top, but this is pretty much what I put underneath. And then we're gonna go into 118. I've been in the sun walking, not even purposely just to tan. So this is kind of light on me, but with bronzer and everything, it warms up to my tan. So it's not a big tan either, so we're good. But this already looks good on me. So we're going to take Jordana Tisha PDA blush. It's a red blush, and I fucking love it. See, rather than pink, I do red. We're going to load up the brush. This is the same one I had the underpainted bronzer on. I tapped off a lot, and then I'm just tapping off the excess into here. And we're just going to kind of go over it a little bit and bring this down. And I could go as crazy as I want because it's going to show up underneath the foundation. But I want it there, and then just so this brush comes over here. So this is 118. Do they have anything else? No, but this is the Plump and Glow Lifter Foundation from Maybelline. I love their lifter line. Everything in that line, I just love. I've been, like most makeup girlies, Maybelline since high school with the Matte and Poreless foundation. I was more the dewy foundation rather than matte and poreless. It was dewy. But I did do matte and poreless on days where, okay, so the matte dries you out if you're already dry skin, okay? The matte dries you out. On days where I was working out, I would do the matte and poreless rather than dewy and smooth. Those were the two foundations that were huge when I was in high school, and that was 14 years ago? Wait, no, 12 years ago. Whew. 12 years ago, I graduated. I graduated in 2014. I don't know why. I'm thinking like 2 years later, a lot happened. That's why. But we're going to start on the base and work forward. So, because I'm going to spray my face in a little bit. But I want most of it here. So we're just stippling. I'm not swiping. like you're coming at it from up. So just take it a little bit and just. That's why I like using palettes versus having it pumped on. Like, the girls can do it. I just rather not. And then when I get closer, I go around the edges and then I lightly go over it once like there's very little product on my brush. I do go over it to kind of blend it out, but there's not really a lot of product on when I do it. And then right here, when I get to right here, there's nothing on it. So, just around it. And then when there's barely anything, over it. That way, everything's veiled, everything's nice and smooth and blended. And bright side about that lip product being on any foundation that I don't want that's on my lips, it wipes away. Because I'm going to take this off and put a red. I have a red. But there's a green I want to use that's going to be like the main point. But I'm going to use like over the bronzer. I'm going to use different. Like, I know Underpainting has highlighter. I'm aware. But none of my concealers are bright enough to where, see, like the bronzer we did kind of sculpted me out, and then when I put foundation, it was fine. And the blush got mellowed out to a nice pinkier tone. And that's what I love about doing it with that. The concealers, I don't have something bright enough for that. And I don't have my white to do that with. Do I have my white? I don't know. I'll have to look at my eyeshadow primers, but I don't think I have my white. So these are my lightest concealers I have. These are the only concealers I have with me. This is shade 20 and shade 355 vanilla. But this is more yellow, this is pinkier, and I like pinkier like towards the inner corner, especially when I'm working with reds, because I put it in the, this I actually just slap on my face, just like I'm barely touching my skin, mind you. So we're gonna add like dot there, and then in the inner corner when I'm working with the red, just that way it pops whatever I put down there. And then of course, right there. And then this one's just gonna be right alongside it, the vanilla. So the vanilla is more yellow, closer to my skin. Take off any excess. See, I use the wand, yes, but I barely touch my skin, and that's why I love it. See, with the highlight, I put bronzer all over my nose. So with this being like kind of on the sides, and I go to blend it out, it's naturally gonna sculpt my face for me. Now before I dry this part, we spray. And then we fan. And that was the differences in my base. I never sprayed and fanned each individual thing, but like I said, I liked how my base did that day. And I even walked and worked out in it. And yeah, you can roll your eyes if you don't like working out in makeup. I didn't ask you, and this ain't your face. Okay? We're going to put it on 50 so I can kind of focus it right here. So what's everybody's like, okay, Halloween, we're in August, and we're doing daily lives. This will be the first official daily live, because I did go live for like 30 minutes yesterday, but there was an error when I went to log off. So I'm just not going to count that one. But so we're counting today as the first official day of the daily live. So I will be back tomorrow. What? And by the end of this month will be month after that is Halloween month. What's your favorite holiday? Mine is Halloween. You get to see all the creative juices flowing through everybody, and I fucking love it. Okay. We're gonna turn that off, blend it out. Coffee break. Didn't even really do my intro, but it's fine. Cause I was saying about that, like, oops. Okay. I need to take a smaller brush for the concealer. So we're gonna take this one. This is, yeah, anything creamy. Hi, Trey Man. How are you? Long time no see. And just like blend everything out. How you been? I need to get the pink powder because we're gonna powder the under eyes as soon as I'm done blending. I need the pink. There we go. Oh. It's always nice, I guess. Get your day going a certain kind of way. I caught that before you deleted the comment. Okay, and then we're just gonna go forward, and what's on the nose, I'm gonna dry up in between the brows, kind of going into that. See, it's not bright enough to go under my foundation. I can buy one that's brighter than that. There's a makeup line I really want to try. And I've been following this makeup artist since I started my channel 10 years ago, and to see how much her brand has grown is beautiful to see. And her name is Megan. She has a makeup company, and I really like, I've done my makeup with her products before, but never on my channel. And I really want to bring this up. But I really want to, like, I don't have any more of her products because I use them all. And then she was sold out for a long time, so I just never repurchased yet. And then, like, launches like this and the L'Oreal one, I wanted to try those. So when these get a little bit lower, I will repurchase, like, the lifter line and stuff like that. But I want to redo the makeup products I love by her. Like, I have notes of my shades for winter and summer in here, and all the products I've used before by her. And I want to try her newer products because I was looking. And when I was trying her products at that time, she had her cream foundation, citrine oil, her setting spray. She had pot concealers. Like, they were heavy cream concealers. They weren't liquid. And she also had, like, 6 brushes. And I think she had cream blush, but she didn't have powder, and she had like 2 or 3 lip liners and the matching lipsticks. Now she has an eyeshadow palette. She has eye glitters. She has more brushes. She's been doing the damn thing, and I was like, oh my god, I want to try it all. Like, reintroduce myself to a formula. I even have notes on the first time I did it, because I made sure to use the entire product. Like, I can have first impressions. I can have first month impressions. Like with this. I bought this while my piercings were still healing. But as soon as it was healed, I used this. And I liked it. And I could do my 1 month impressions. And I could do 2 months or however long it takes for me to get through it. And also like different weather. Like, oh, these are my summer notes. These are my winter notes. Like, is this shade better off for winter? Is this shade better off for summer? Stuff like that with what I've tried. I have like notes on everything. I'm updating my notes on this one. And it's just in front of me. That's why I keep picking it up. So I know what shade to get for my winter shade with her, and I know what to get for my summer shade. And at that time, she didn't have bronzers. She had, okay, use this foundation for your bronzer. Like, you could use her foundations for your full face if you wanted. Like, for highlight, for concealer, for contour, for bronzer, for your foundation shade, if you're light enough. And she had 2 off the bat, very deep dark, and then dark foundations. She was catering to everybody. And I fucking loved it. Okay, we're gonna do the nose a little bit too. Kind of carve that out. Bama, hi! Okay, what do you think of the new hair? Hold on, because this doesn't really tell you what it is. Ooh, I can do a poll from right here. Okay, cool. How are you? Okay, what do you think of the new hair once it loads up? What do you think of the new hair? That's what's on top of my head right now, but we're going to do a caramel apple look. Like, I'm fully embracing, and my aunts even say it, like, with all the recent changes in my life, I said, why not some new hair? And a new hairstyle, and I've just been feeling confident and that bitch. Like, I know you my internet daddy and you don't want me to call myself a bitch, but I feel like me. I feel beautiful. I feel like nobody could tell me anything. And I really like it. Okay, I'm powdered right there. I need to powder the rest of my face. So, I'm showing a new base routine right now. I will have a video on it separately, but right now it's just this. Thank you. How's, don't you have your kids, or is it your grandkids that live with you? How are they? School's starting up pretty soon. I gotta register my kid for it. Like, the new year of homeschool. Okay. So, the base, I need to do... See, for powders, I like to play with powders. Powders is forte. I have the porcelain powder from L'Oreal. This is part of their fresh wear, and I've noticed all their fresh wear smells like a citrusy smell. And it smells so good, like I keep smelling it every time I open up one of the fresh wear products. Like this, the concealer and the foundation I have, they all have this light citrusy smell. And I fucking love it. But this is going to go under my eyes. This is the finishing powder, so this will be like last step to veil everything. And then L'Oreal, the pink powder I put under my eyes. The yellow powder I kind of mix. It says translucent light, but it's yellow. Like it leans a little more yellow. And then, oh damn, they already started school? When did they start school? It's only the 3rd. Yeah, it's only the 3rd. Did they start today? Wow. Damn it, it's not showing the Patreon one. I'm just saying. Okay. I'm gonna have to go in and see if I can fix that. Did they start today or did they start last week or something? Damn, that's early. I've only known like the only schools I've ever known to start, they either start in the middle of August or at the end of August. Like most colleges start at the end of August or in September. I've never known a school to start at the very beginning. Damn! They gotta get school shopping very early. The hybrid powder foundation I use like to kind of loosely veil over my face with the fluffiest brush I have. Because this is actually the same shade as my foundation that I use, and I just use this to kind of veil over. It has really good coverage. Alabama's different in a lot of ways. I have family in Alabama. I had a grandpa that was born in Alabama. He went to Chicago, started a business. He passed away, um, old age, and he had an aneurysm that in his head a few years ago. But he was from Alabama. I still have family out there. I have family in Mississippi, Alabama, Florida. I don't know about Georgia. Like, the end of God damn, I've never known a school to start in July. I knew, hey, we gotta do school shopping in July. I never heard, hey, let's start school. Like, what the fuck? We still recovering from summer and okay. If they start in July, when do they end school? Like, when does the school year end for them? I have to ask that now. If they start in July, I've never known a school to start in July. Tori, if you're in here, when does school around you typically start? I'm curious now, like, when does school typically start for people? Because I've only ever known it to be August or September. Like, beginning of September for most college kids. August for like grade school. Okay, I'm going in with L'Oreal and then we're going to spray again and fan. It looks heavy, but it's not. I promise. It's the lightest amount that's on it. But I want to kind of... We're not baking. I'm what's called self-employed. I'm self-employed too. I'm a content creator and a... Oh, Bama! You're going to be proud of me. So, it's a 4-month course. I'm taking graphic design so I can do more of this a little bit better. I'm taking graphic design. And one on... So it's 2 courses. One's graphic design, the other one I have to look. But it's to help me with what I'm doing now, basically. The mentorships are going to start next year. So that gives me the rest of this year to do something. And both these courses are 4 months and I could take them side by side. So I said, why fuck no? So it's... Hold on. It's on my actual computer. Because my tablet's right here. I wanted to tell you, but I haven't seen you, so now that I see you, I can tell you. Was it this one, or was it something else I took? No, it was not. Hang on. Okay, content creator, which I already am, but to do different things with it, like for like products and stuff. And so I can because I mean, I'm a coach, you know, I'm a business owner with that. And then that's another thing was some things on that end. But I'm taking 2 courses, one for that and then one for me. Graphic design so that I could do more. Do Tori, do you do endorsements? That I don't do promotions. I don't do sponsored content as of this moment. If I do, I'm gonna tell everybody. You know, like, hey, this is sponsored. But I don't. I'm not big enough for that. But not fucking likely. Do I do endorsements for my stream? What do you mean? Like, do I get sponsored by people? No. Do I endorse products or people? I can. I could shout you out if you want. But keyword I don't think I'm big enough to do that. But okay, this I just want to put under here. I'm gonna spray. I just want to add a little bit extra. This just brightens it up, and it smells so goddamn good. And I love this little brush. Okay, let me spray and then fan, because I am very powdery. Ooh, I gotta add my blush first. Nah, I could do that later. Let me just spray. I'm very powdery. Maybe. I don't think I am. That's just a me thing. Hold on. Hold, please. My nose. Like, the rest of my face is fine. It's my nose. I don't know what the hell happened right there. The powder went crazy. I mean, to my gyms, yeah, may seem so, but I don't know. It's not me being humble. It's me just thinking I'm not. Like, I'm just a girl that does her makeup and yaps at a camera. But I have to say, even with the trolls, I love doing this. It's my favorite thing to do. Which is why, I mean, like August, we already know I do it in November. Like the end of November, all of December, and then a few days after New Year's, I go live every single day. In May, I go live every single day. August 8th makes 10 years that I've been Gemini Beauty Babe. Like, that is 10 fucking years. On one platform or another, I've been Gemini Beauty Babe. So, August 8th, definitely big celebration. But August, every single day, the rest of this month, we're going live. That's all I could think of, you know? I don't do sponsorships. The only giveaway I've done is the Magnetic Goddess giveaway. But that's my own personal thing. I don't do sponsorships. I haven't done it. I don't think. We're going to use the same brush that I use for my under eyes for this. We're going to go into the powder version of PDA. And I just want to start back here and then come forward. Whatever's on the brush left, because there's more than enough product on the brush for this. Okay, I gotta say this, because this happened. Men, not all men, but you know who you are that tend to do that take no as a challenge when a woman tells you no. We gotta talk. I gotta rant, but we gotta talk, okay? Bama, you gonna get a little heated about this. Just warning. So, I was shopping the other day, okay? And I was in a store. My hair was like this. I didn't have the band on. And I had no makeup on. But I was in a shirt like this and I had sweatpants on, right? I have sweatpants on now. So basically this outfit. Why? And I was barefaced, okay? Like, hair was like this. It was in a bun. I didn't want to deal with it. But I was barefaced. I was going to show you a picture, but I don't have a picture on here of me barefaced. We all know what I look like with no makeup. So, I'm shopping, doing my thing. I see this one guy, and he's in a bright red shirt. I can't fucking miss him, even if I tried. Because how bright the shirt was. Kept going back and forth at the end of one aisle. I go down the next aisle, because I needed to get... Well, I was going to look at, like, the different... When I go, I like to look at different body washes and body lotions and see what I could come up with for next time I need it. I could just go grab it, you know? Like, I work combinations in my head, even if I don't get the product. I do that. Is it weird? Maybe. I like it. Anywho, let me get my eyeshadow palette. Be right back. It's a place for the mentally weak. No mercy, all I got is working. Okay, the red's out of here. Bronzer, glittery green. Maybe this palette too. And I'll need this because this is on my lips. And brows. Okay. So, this guy I saw at the end of the aisle, and I went down another aisle for the body washes, okay? Then I go get what I actually need, which was vinegar, and at that time I needed more. This goes over here. I needed vinegar, and I needed some sort of, like, I was down the aisle, I needed bobby pins for, like, when I do hairstyles, like ponytails, and I wanted to be creative with the bangs or something, okay? So, I was getting some things. That's the point. And this guy comes, I'm thinking nothing of it, and he just, hey, you're very pretty. Well, thank you. And then I go on about my day. I'm not thinking anything of it. And then I walk away. I go to the next aisle. He's there. And I'm like, well, what the fuck? So he asks me for my number again. I tell him no. You think you got stuff? Bama. Are you... I would... Especially just in case if you're allergic, please go get checked out. Like, I know, no. Yes, please. So, you're not gonna like this guy. Tori's not gonna like this guy. So, I'm walking. He asks me a second time. I tell him no. third time is down an aisle completely across the store. Like, I was zigzagging through this store after those 2 times. And I called my mom and I was on the phone with her and I was telling her what was happening. And I was like, this dude won't leave me alone. See, I like this concealer because it sets. But I was like, this dude's not leaving me alone. He done asked me twice for my number. I told him no both times. I don't know what else to do. What can I do? And then he asked me a third time with my mom on the phone. I told him no, I'm not interested. I don't want to talk to him. And he's like, come on, we could just be friends. And I'm like, no. I tell him I have a roster and no waiting list. I tell him I'm married. Like, and I even walked away saying, we'll see. Let me think about it. You know? Trying to get this man to leave me alone. Follows me to the register to where I have to ask the cashier, hey, can you please, like, walk me to my car? I'm so sorry. Luckily, lucky for me, the employee was like, yeah, I'll take you to your car. He had somebody else, like, hold the guy in the store. So, it was a lot. And it didn't have to be. I forgot. Ooh, I grabbed the wrong bronzer. That's why. Hang on. I grabbed the wrong bronzer. This could be fine. That just means less pigment I have to put later because of how the look's gonna go. It's fine. Take it off on a towel because I'm gonna use the same brush. Kind of blend that out a little bit. So, yeah. When a woman tells you no and walks off, or you ask her for her number and she just walks away not giving it to you, I promise we're not playing hard to get. We really just don't want to give it to you and we're being nice about it. Like, I never got chased down like that in a store. And I remember specifically what he was wearing because in my head, I've watched too many crime shows that I'm like, okay, what? At least the shirt. And nobody else was wearing a bright red fucking shirt. So I was able to be like, okay, it's that guy. And he had a ball fade. So, not ball fade. Yeah, it was bald to faded, so. That's not named for. Anyways, that's what I always called it. But, yeah, he just, if a woman tells you no, and she just walks away, just take that as a no and move on. Take it as she does not want to talk to you. We are not playing hard to get, I promise. Every fiber in my being, I promise. Okay, we're gonna go to this palette. This is the Transition palette from Dominique Cosmetics. Okay, Tori said caramel apple, so that's red, green, and brown. So we're gonna stick to the brown shades. I'm gonna go in, because by the time all the colors are laid down, this is gonna be dull. But I'm gonna start off with toffee and caramel. Caramel. And see how that just lightened that up, but it's also setting the bronzer in place. I'm going to go in with a little bit of coffee beans later on a smaller brush, just so it's detailed where I want it. But I just want to set that right there. Because I'm going to put red with a little bit of green and then red with a little bit of green there. But right now I just want to lay this down. And since the eyeshadow base itself is grippy, we're going to go red. I need the Morphe too. I want to look at this palette because I also brought this one. I never used this palette yet. I haven't used it. Oh, they got some good reds in here. It's Rainbow palette. They got some good reds. But I want red. We have Urban Myth from Black Moon Cosmetics. Bigfoot, I'm gonna use definitely, but it's a little too dark. So we're gonna go in with this palette, and I'm gonna go into Living My Best and the one right underneath it, which is like we're gonna mix Heart On, Living My Best, and Dance Party. Oh, they had some bronzers in here I could use. Well, some brown shades, but yeah, that's not the brush I wanted. Here it is. Okay. So we're gonna mix, actually, I just want to do Heart On instead of Dance Party, just Heart On and Living My Best. I want to mix those two reds, and then we'll add Blood Moon later. So that's what it's looking like, mixing those two. And just kind of, because I want it to be nice and red, because caramel apples, they have a bright red. And then I'm gonna like top it with green glitter. And I had Boogeyman in there, and I think I Good Co could have some good green. So that dark bronzer did something, because now it's giving it shape. But I'm gonna darken it up in a bit. So we're just gonna slap the red over those. But I'm also gonna do it up here. I just need to do the lid first. And I know this base is gonna last me a long time, so I'm happy with it. Bama, you good? Are you allergic by any chance to stinging? Okay, when I think caramel apple, we're gonna add the brown back, cause yes. But I want a smaller brush. I want a dark brown, you know? G Money is more yellowy brown. Well, yeah, mustardy brown. We got G Money and we got Homebody. I'm gonna dip into Homebody a little bit, cause Homebody's right here, and then G Money. Can y'all see? Just gonna dip into those two a little bit, and then the other one, I might, if this isn't the shade I want. I like how mustardy it is. Just kind of use the brush. It gave it that yellowy tone, I think, else. Because like the popsicle stick that you dip it into. And then we're going to take that first brush, just kind of blend. I just want the two to wipe it off so that it's clean, because I'm going to use the red. Actually, is there anything left on this brush? I want to use it up here. little bit. I want to use it up there. Just on the back edge of it. Back edge of the brows. Definitely see why I wanted such a dark brown in the crease. I want Bigfoot. Smaller, more concentrated blending brush. Like that. We're going to go into, actually, not Bigfoot. We're going to go into this one and go into like Chip. Start off with Chip. If I need to go to the pop, I can. Because I need a warm brown to kind of bring the two. And then I'm also bringing in the corner here.
I work hard each and every day. I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no, I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never cap in space.
And then on the edge.
Till I hear him say.
Take that original brush and just kind of. This one's like a hell of a lot smoother than this one. I don't know what I did. Oh, but my eyes are like green as fuck.
Just the sun coming up on the horizon. I lose track of time, yeah, I move fast and climb. A new class to climb, yeah, true passion shines. And I'm through passing time. I choose second dimes. You snooze half the time while I move passing by.
What I'm gonna take is a little bit of. No, I don't want that one. I want the yellow one. The translucent one. I know how to smooth it out a little bit. Okay, so here's a little trick. If your eyeshadow is never coming out as smoothly as you like, you could take a powder puff, you could take a brush, you could take whatever you want. I'm going to take a brush though. Haha, got it. I'm going to take a brush like this. This is for the face, but it's going to work the same. Load up the brush, plop it on, and then you just dust. You're baking the eyeshadow basically. And then you just dust it off. Translucent powder does magic, smoothing it out. So I'm just gonna like put it on a few more passes, and then we could go in and like deepen red. But I just want that. I need to deepen the red just on this side because it went pink on me on that side. Just right here. And then just work through each color. Only I can make a change. I just want to make sure this is. The hell is that? I lost it from caramel. Hang on. I want to add the green glitter, and then we're gonna add more yellowy tint to that coffee bean. Where's my small detail brush? Let me use this one. It's a pencil brush. I'm gonna dip into Boogeyman. Ain't it pretty? It's gonna go inner corner. And then just ever so slightly by the brows. That's why I wanted my detail brush. Because I want the green ever so slightly by the brows in the red. Like that. Can y'all see? Ever so slightly, it's on my piercing. And then we're just going to take a little bit there and like dust it over the red right here, just in the center. Just so that it's over. This is vampy. This isn't caramel. Yellow will fix that, but was that? Oh, I did not realize that it had a whole thing of brown. Okay, let's see. Course correction. Pick a yellow. I want a yellow because this will have naturally. Just a yellow here, not touching the red. Well, I said caramel apple, but the transition I could do later. Definitely need to smoke at the bottom. I will just sort of pop this a lot. Do something else. Okay, it was chip. Ooh.
Seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay.
That definitely gave it more of a yellowy tint. I mean, I'm not complaining about it. And it shows up. That was butter and creamsicle. So we're just gonna add more until I'm happy with it. But we gotta blend it out, cause damn. Definitely another red daytime smoky eye. Okay, y'all aren't seeing what oh. It's a small area. But y'all get to see the hot mess I am, so that's nothing new. Because this is what I wanted the color for. And then take this blending brush. Just there we go. Okay. Eyeshadow, I'm not touching anymore. I'm just going to put on eyeliner and we'll see from there. Okay. Put this here. This here. I'll fix all that later. Let's see. I don't have a brown. Do I have a brown eyeliner with me? Aha! I have Cinnabar. I don't have a brown liquid liner, so there's that. So we're just gonna figure out something with this. Well, I'll do the Cinnabar in the waterline. And then I'll do black on my lash line. Okay. And then on top, Infinity Wear Liquid Liner. Okay, now let's do this on this side. Liner does all the difference. You see that? So we just... What subscribers? Thanks for the candy basket. Okay, I made that a lot longer than I wanted to, but we could just thicken up the wing on that one. I could always shorten it too. I want to see something. Hell. Oh, shit. Oops. I just want to see what it looks like. I'm gonna put some on this side too. So like this over here. See, maybe one braid too many. Put this over here for like a bang. Just to have a... Why not? Okay. I like it. And then this just over here. Why not? Okay. Oh shit. Put this one back here because you get on my nerves. That way it sticks a little better. I like it. Let's see. Lip. That's good, dude. Make a break to this, huh? I could do red. Could do this. This is maybe it's more terracotta. Where's my other lip liner? This is brown. Mix it with the red. Hang on. Oh, it's right here. Okay. So I have main character, which is red. I have maybe it's, which is more terracotta. And then I have this one, which leads more nude. This is player. I think I'm gonna do player and then wild card as like the red. And then gloss it. I don't know. Or I could have the green glitter again. Okay, so kind of brown, and then we'll add this red. I'll dot it in. This is wild card.
There's no controlling me. My thoughts get so bad. I'm like, I might grab a bat. I don't know. My blood boils over like, oh God, here goes. I lost all feeling from my head to my toes. You said some shit that I can't let go. So just stay tuned for the rest of the show. So have you ever felt betrayed?
A little crazy there. Red. Cause I know you got me fucked up. And then I'm going to trace it over again with the brown, with player, just to do another little trace of it. I need to sharpen it real quick. Redefine the line. I actually like it just like that. Okay, so we'll just keep it like this. I just need to add mascara. And then we're good. The green, you can't really even tell I did it. Fuck. I'll add more green, like wet a brush and put more green. Cause I'm gonna put the damn green on. Hang on. Sorry about that. So let's see. I'm gonna wet and add some of the green. Actually, I want to use this. This has a different green in it. I want to see how it... Because it's a hell of a lot more green. We're going to try this. Ooh. And then I'll go in with the red around it. Like the... It went everywhere. So, take the red. That's not the palette I want. And we're gonna kind of tidy it up. Living my best and hard on. Okay, and then we're gonna kind of blend out so it's not everywhere. Kind of tame it a little bit. And then take what's left on this brush and kind of go back and forth. And then for this, I just need to top it off with some more lipstick. So it's not overpowering everything. Now you see the green. We'll see. I might change it a little later. We'll see. But thank you all for hanging out with me. I will see you tomorrow. I don't know what tomorrow will be, but I'll see you tomorrow. Love yous. Bye, my gems.